Hey, what's up, guys? This is Doug from Break Tech. I just want to make a quick video. I'm going to do a series on creating a personal portfolio. I recently finished mine. I wish I had done a lot more research before I got started. And so I've done a whole bunch of research now at this point, and I'm ready to, I think, redesign it again. Quickly go through what it looks like now. So douglasberg.com, that is my main domain. And as you can see here, I redesigned the site, and I have really like five basic sections. There's an about me, services I provide, um, my process for creating new works, my portfolio, contact section, and then you can get to my blog. Um, I don't know. I guess I got started on this. I knew that I wanted to update what I'd already had up there. I had like an older WordPress site that was up, that was basically just holding the space. But I wanted to do something, by hand and kind of showcase some of the skills. And then I've also been wanting to take on some more freelance work, so I thought, it'd be a good opportunity to add some of that flair to the site. So this is what we've come up with, or what I've come up with. And like I said, I'm pretty sure now that I've done some research into exactly what my portfolio website should look like. I don't think this is what I want it to look like anymore. But it did come out pretty well. I did a responsive design, and I used Flexbox exclusively for the responsive design. So it was a learning process for me too. I also was learning Flexbox and for layout, and honestly, I think it came out pretty well. There's a couple of quirks that you might catch, but overall, I think it looks great in most browsers, and it even looks pretty good on a phone. Anyhow, this is the site. I have basically a hero image. It's a pretty common thing in like web development and design portfolios lately, is just to have a personal statement at the beginning, maybe an introduction, followed by a short about me. Now, my about me, I think that this should be more than two lines of text. I think that really this should be, especially for like SEO purposes, should really be a couple hundred characters minimum, and probably should be more like, I don't know, it should be a good paragraph about, and it should be focused on some key terms, web design, web development, whatever it is you're looking for, and then it's fine to link away, but I think really, this should have been a significantly larger block of text, and that's easy to fix. So that's probably something I will do shortly. The images are all free stock photos that I found on the web. As far as services, I just kind of looked at a bunch of other web design and development portfolio sites, and this is sort of what everyone else was offering. So I kind of just threw up what everyone else was offering. And then if there wasn't something I was specifically good at, there's something that I could either hire out, or pick up some sort of subcontractor to do that. I know a couple of photographers, so if I needed a photographer, and I'm a kind of an amateur photographer myself, so photography is not something I was worried about. Branding design, as far as like paper, um, you know, print design, that's something I would most likely contract out if somebody were interested in that. Video production, I have some experience with YouTube, primarily on a gaming channel, but the editing skills transfer over, things like that. So I think, as far as like if it were for marketing online, I would be comfortable doing like a YouTube video series for someone, or to record video to embed in their site. I think that would be fine. General online marketing, it's really a catch-all, because who knows what people might need. Then development obviously would be custom web development of custom solutions, and then web design. I wouldn't call myself a designer, to be honest. I would call myself more of a developer, because I'm not really an artist. But I think, based on what a client might want, I think I can at least put together, a pretty good mock-up, and then hire an artist or a designer to sort of polish my work, as a subcontractor, that I would pay and kind of white label. As far as work processes, is also pretty generic. Um, to discuss a project, mock it up, build it, and then launch it. One thing I don't mention anywhere on here is plans or pricing. I think that may have been a mistake. You really have to look at your market and what you're competing against. And in this case, I would say the majority of competition in my market appears to be people who do provide a price. Now there are other people who are freelancers like myself who really don't. And every project, you never know what the scale would be. So it's difficult to quote a price. But a lot of them in my market seem to have plans and pricing where everything is kind of rolled into one, or they have a small business startup plan for $1,500 or whatever, and that's something I would consider as I got further along. My recent work, I just have a couple of and these are images. These are not, you can't actually visit these sites by clicking. I had been planning to use like a rollover effect with a couple of buttons, one to go to a blog post about the project and one to go to the actual live version of the product. And I don't know, I'm kind of torn on that now. I think I don't have enough recent work here. I think I need probably like 4 minimum. And then beneath that, I have like a contact me section, form that sends an email to myself, phone number and email. So, and then again, this is just an email capture in case somebody were interested in, in getting updates from what I've been working on. If you go to my About Me section, which was linked here, it's just plain text, and it's primarily for SEO purposes. Although I think this page probably could use a picture. And then if you go to my blog, they're just some of my recent posts. I've been working in React a little bit, so that's the most recent post I've got up there, and looks like I need to do something. It's been 4 or 5 days since my last post, so that'll be coming up soon. And that's my website as it is now. I'm going to go into, in the next few, there we go. In the next couple of videos, I'm going to go into research and places to find inspiration for a new portfolio site if you were working on a new one. So stay tuned for those. And if you have any comments on what you think about this design, I would love to hear them. Please leave comments below. Other than that, thanks for watching. And if you would like to click subscribe, I would very much appreciate it. And if you like this video, please click like.